Hello, today to start reading, I'm going to read you the carrot seed again. Before we start, I want you to take a minute and tell somebody what this book was about. We read it yesterday, and tell them the beginning, the middle, and the end. See if you can do that for me. Beginning, middle, and end. If you're not finished, go ahead and pause this movie. So remember, this book is about a little boy who plants a carrot seed, and his family says it won't come up. And then at the end, what happens? Yeah, it comes up, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to read real quickly this book. Before I start that, I want to just tell you again about our book features, okay? So this is the front cover, and this is the back cover. This is also our title, The Carrot Seed. Our author is Ruth Cross, and our illustrator is Crockett Johnson. And I'm going to read left to right. Every time we read, we follow the words right here. Okay? I'm going to get a little closer so you can see the words. A little boy planted a carrot seed. His mother said, "I'm afraid it won't come up." His father said, "I'm afraid it won't come up." And his big brother said, "It won't come up." Every day, the little boy pulled up the weeds around the seed and sprinkled the ground with water. But nothing came up. And nothing came up. Everyone kept saying it wouldn't come up. But he still pulled up the weeds around it every day and sprinkled the ground with water. And then, one day, a carrot came up, just as the little boy had known it would. All right. I want you to tell someone next to you who the characters are in this book. And remember, characters are the people in the story. So go ahead and pause my video and talk about the characters. The characters are the little boy, his mom, and his dad, and his brother. Okay? I want you to think about what was the problem in this story. Tell someone the problem. I think the problem was that the little boy couldn't get the carrot seed to grow. And the solution was he kept working at it. And then it grew. All right. I'm going to get started with our reading lesson for today. I'm going to put on my Minnie Mouse ears for my mini lesson. Let's get this video back a little. All right. And yesterday, we talked about reading a book by ourselves, and we talked about how we can read by ourselves and we can read with a partner. Remember, we made this chart about reading with a partner. Not sure you can see it. We talked about how to read with a partner. You can sit side by side, put one book in the middle, and seesaw read. Today we're going to add another strategy here to when you read with someone, what we do. Now, the first thing you do when you're reading with someone, you're going to private read first. I brought some Learn About the World books here. Just by looking at the cover of this book, what is this book going to be about? If you said snakes, you're correct. I can tell by looking at this book that it's going to be about snakes. I bet I'm going to find a lot of things in this book that are interesting. What's this book going to be about just by looking at the cover? Yeah, bugs or ladybugs. And what about this one? Yeah, a cow or farms. Okay, so our Learn About the World books, remember, teach us something. Okay, so when you're reading these books, the most important thing about that is you read the whole thing. That means you start with the cover and you go page by page by page. You don't skip. You don't go like this. Done. Ugh. That's not reading. We have to go each page. And then as we're doing that, we're reading the words and the pictures, okay? So I'm going to start with this book called Great Snakes, and I want you to watch me. I'm going to be looking for something called a wow page. Now, a wow page is a page in the book that you really like. It makes you say, wow. Okay? So I want you to watch me as I find a wow page in this book, okay? Great Snakes. Two snakes, 4 snakes, 6 snakes, 8. Every single snake is great. Snakes with diamonds, snakes with stripes and dots, snakes with many kinds of spots. Snakes in deserts, snakes in trees, snakes in mountains, snakes in seas. I'm going to stop here. I didn't know that snakes could live in so many different places. This is a wow page. So right here, I have a Post-it, and I'm going to stick it in my book. Now, you don't have to use a Post-it. You can use a piece of paper, a bookmark, and we're going to add to that paper. I forgot my marker. 1 second. Oh, I have a pen right here. We're going to add the word wow. Wow. Ow. I wrote that right there. Wow. And the reason we stopped and we stuck this in here is because when it's time for me to share with a partner, I can say, Mom, Dad, did you know that snakes live in the desert and trees and in the sea and in the mountains? And it will remind me to share this page. Okay? Now, books can have a lot of wow pages, or they can just have a few. But not every single page is a wow page. If it's something you already knew, then that's not a wow page. But if it's something that you learned or that you were like, oh my gosh, Mom would love to see this because she loves to learn about this, okay? That's what a wow page is, okay? I'm going to find another one in another book. Now, I know I just closed my book, but you would continue to read the whole book because you can't find wow pages if you don't look at every single page, okay? Let's look at this one, A Day at Our Dairy Farm. It's time to milk the cows. The cows get up early. So do I. Oh, an old sticky in here. The cows munch grain and hay. The cows are washed before they're milked. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they gave the cows a bath before they milked them. I would call that a wow page. So I'm going to take my sticky, put it in here, and I'm going to write wow. Okay, W-O-W, wow. All right, and I would continue doing this through the whole book. Okay, we're going to go over our Read with a Partner sign real quick. Okay, so remember, during reading time, you're going to read by yourselves, and then you're going to read with a partner or with your family, someone in your family, okay? So remember, when we read with a partner, we sit side by side. We put one book in the middle. We seesaw readers. Remember, it goes back and forth, up and down. And we share our wow pages. Okay, your assignment for today is to find some Learn About the World books. Most of you found them yesterday, and I want you to find 2 wow pages at least. If you can find more, that's great. You're going to take a picture of one of those pages, and you're going to upload it onto Canvas, okay? So you're going to find a picture of a wow page, and you're going to share it with Mrs. Lenz. All right.